We just got different viewpoints, you and me. That doesn't mean we can't talk. We don't have to be enemies.
Well, what's up, guys? I don't know if you're here yet, but I'm still going to give an introduction. Monday Night Music, in case you can't figure it out, in case you're not very bright. That means we're going to be focusing on music tonight, namely music trivia. Okay, so if you're into music trivia, you come to the right spot. I got these new cards that I need to ask questions on. I wasn't going to do a stream tonight. I'm not going to lie, I wasn't going to do one. But need to do one. Numbers drop a little bit. Don't need those numbers to drop. Need them to go up. If I take a couple of days off, it seems like some of you, I don't know, it's a lot of you shed me. How you doing, Ling Yu? Ling Yu VTuber? What's up, man? Waiting on some of my people to get in here. If you're not one of my people, you can become one of my people by hitting that subscribe button. I'm a First Amendment auditor. Tonight we are playing a game, which we usually do. There we go. We get, we get people a lot of different backgrounds together and try to get them all on the same page, which can be very difficult. Very, very difficult. But we do it. We're respectful for each other or to each other, and we have a good time. So stick around, wait for some people to show up and see what we have planned tonight. I want to show y'all this. I bought this today, or I didn't buy it. I found this today. And I just wanted to show you guys. Pick that up. I'm sure it was probably given at a basketball game, a Memphis basketball game or something. But I love it, and I wanted it for the studio. So I picked it up. It will have a forever home right over here. All right, we got still no one in here. Well, sometimes they take a bit. Tonight they didn't know I was going to go on. Earlier I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go on tonight, and I think a lot of people were like, eh. But here I am. I found these music trivia cards, and I can't wait. I just read a couple of them, and they're good questions, man. And it's hard to find things to entertain people these days because everybody's seen it all, You make me wanna. Anybody else here yet? Come on, guys. Play some keyboard while we wait. You want to hear a shitty keyboard player? There it is. What's up, Noah? Uh-oh. Wait. I'm trying to learn the theme to How Far Can You Nut? Only music tonight. You got a song about nutting, and I'll throw it up there. Or I won't throw it up there, but we'll talk about it. Yep. All right. Can I have the Quiet Riot album in the back? I'm going to change those albums out from time to time. I'm a reseller too. Some things I don't resell though. Usually, if it's on my wall back here, it's not something I'm going to resell. Quiet Riot hit me up, and I mean, you can get that anywhere, bro. You can get that for $20. What's up, Daniel Berry Sports? How you doing, bro? I have a puppy I'm posting every day until fully grown. Yeah, you were talking about that earlier. You're talking about that in my stream earlier. I think it's cool as shit. I think you should do it. I really think you should do that. I think that's good content that people would watch. The only problem with it is, here's the thing: if you're going to do that and you want to be a content creator, uh, your videos need to be longer. You know, I mean, you can put up what I would do. What I would do with that is I would put up a short clip every day. You know, like a 30 second to a minute, maybe 2 minutes max. Put those on your shorts, and then once a week I would do like I don't know, a 30-minute session with them, where you take them outside and play with them, or you talk about them and stuff like that, what they did this week. I think that would add to your content right there. Plus, it'll give you a chance to possibly make a little bit of money. Maybe. It is very difficult to make money online these days, man. The billionaires out there, they done stuck their hands in everything, and now they're sticking it into this. They don't want anybody to have any money. They don't want anybody to have any money. These people up top. Looking forward to seeing Epic. Oh, fuck yeah, man. Oh my God, when is that? Is that 17? Is it Thursday night or Friday night? 17th, 18th. I think it's Friday night. But what I heard about it is that they're gonna release it. They make it seem like they're only gonna put it out for a couple of days, so you better fucking see it. But I've heard they're actually gonna release it next week or a couple weeks out. I appreciate you, bro. Any advice? Yeah, man. I think it's a good concept. I think you should always adapt to things. Anything could change. People might like certain things that you're showing with the dogs a little more. Figure that out. Try to put the cutest shit up you can. Hello, my name is Angie. I'm new to your channel. Hello, Angie. Angie, I hope that you are above 18. Are you above 18, Angie? If you're above 18, you can be in here. I don't have a way to restrict my streams, and we're an adult stream. 20th, then 27th for release. Thank you, Sean. Yeah, man. I'm the exact same way. I was sitting in a theater and I saw that, and I looked over at my wife, and my wife didn't. She's not. I mean, she knows Elvis. She likes Elvis, but she ain't into Elvis like I am. I've lived in Memphis almost all my life. I moved away for a little bit, but I've lived in Memphis most of my life, and to see that there's actually unaired footage out there, that's what's so exciting about it. This is unaired footage. And man, that shirt that he wears, bro, that shirt, that kind of, it's kind of a rainbow colored, like, plaid shirt. You know the one I'm talking about, and then he does this. You see him put on these glasses in the the preview, which I appreciate, because he had a lot of glasses, but he during that time period that they found this stuff, he was wearing these glasses. I think it was when he was at his absolute coolest. It was right after the '68 comeback special, and that Colonel Parker asshole threw him in Vegas and trapped him there. Saddest story I've ever heard in my life. This young man Elvis never got the chance to see the world. Can you imagine that? Somebody with a voice like that not leaving his own country because of their freaking manager? Come on, man, that's ridiculous. Nice. Yes, I'm past 18. I'm 42. Thank you, Angie. I'm just got to be sure. It's not that big a deal, really, because after the stream's over, YouTube's going to look at the stream and they're going to say this is for adults only, and I'm going to say no shit, it's for adults only. If StreamYard had and there's a way I can do it. I read about it today. I'm going to have to make an extra step to do that. It just makes me look bad to YouTube. You know what I mean? When they're I don't know. Their AI bots or whatever are monitoring the chats. I have no idea how they do it, but I know that Liberties myself has been shadow banned from YouTube for quite a while. Quite a while. I'm a First Amendment auditor. Anytime I put up a First Amendment audit video, no one sees it. So yeah, I pissed some people off. Not at YouTube, but somebody very high up who controls the algorithms, the bots who decide what people see. You know, that's scary shit, man. But that's why I'm here on the stream, because they can't get me in the stream. If you want to come in this stream and sub for a freedom fighter, then you go ahead and do that, please. All right, here we go. He hates God. He doesn't hate Trump. He hates God. He hates GU. I don't know what that means. Nice. I was an Elvis impersonator in a little Kentucky, and I guarantee you, he don't hate God. He didn't hate God. Somebody saying Elvis hates God? Give me a break, dude. Elvis was a very spiritual man. As a matter of fact, after his, if you watch the '68 comeback special, we talk about it in here sometimes. One of my all-time favorite songs by him, and I actually showed the video one night. Copyright strike be damned. If I Can Dream. He forced that on Colonel Tom Parker. Colonel Tom Parker wasn't going to let him do that. He was going to be doing a damn Christmas song in the place of that. And he said, no, I want to do this song. And it was a song written about Martin Luther King. And the story goes that he did the show. And if you watch the video, it's one of the most amazing videos you'll ever see. You will never see an entertainer more in the zone than Elvis was in that song, in that video. Look it up. It's stunning. You've heard about athletes being in the zone, right? Musicians can get that way too. And it is the clearest video I've ever seen of a musician being completely in the zone. He felt that song from the heart. He sang it from the heart, and it shows. And you cannot watch that song without feeling something. If you watch Elvis Presley, If I Can Dream, and you don't feel something, then something's not right with you. All right, IMAX is the way to go. Yeah, I want to see it in IMAX too. This weirdo again. What's up, brother? 68 through 76 was the best. No, you didn't. Your content isn't good. New viewer here. What's up, new viewer? Hulkamaniac. Elvis was very religious. Yes, he was. And some of his best music was gospel music. What do you think of Bad Bunny? I think it's, I mean, I watched the halftime show. I thought the halftime show was fine. I didn't understand it. But that's okay. I just enjoyed the visuals. I thought the visuals were amazing to see all that sea of different color people out there dancing together, just having a good time, not even worried about what anyone else is thinking about them. Yeah, that shit was awesome. I've heard he's big worldwide, so maybe I should look into it. I don't know. Maybe I will. I've never looked into foreign language music. It's just always been English speaking music. American Trilogy. No shit, man. God, what a song. What a song. And by the way, at the end of American Trilogy, just so you know, I know because I can tell you're a huge Elvis fan. But at the end of American Trilogy, there is a note that he hits that not many people will ever be able to hit, ever. And I've seen a lot of Elvis impersonators try it, and some of them come close. I'll give it to him. But no, he, in the original version of that song, he hits that note at the end, and it's like, holy crap. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. You know your daddy is bound to die. All right, that's enough of that. Glory, glory, hallelujah. His truth is marching on. No, I'm not Gigi Allen's cousin, man. I got no problem with Gigi Allen. but I'm not going to be going on stage and doing some of the stuff that Gigi Allen did. Bad Bunny is trash like his island. Okay, Tactical Renovations, you're entitled to say that. There's nothing wrong with that. Well, the island part, that's kind of racist, but okay. I mean, you're grouping an entire island of people and calling them trash. I mean, yeah, come on, guy. Come on, guy. Step back a little bit before you say shit like that. That's not anything you would say in public. If you don't say it in public, you ain't coming in here and saying it. Understand that. We don't put up with that shit, okay? I've heard Les Claypool. So now if you want to play and you want to be a nice human being, then you're welcome here. The island is full of trash. Look it up. No, it's not. No, it's fucking not. I've been there. Don't tell me to look it up. They put Bad Bunny up for division. It's not an organic pick. He sucks. Yeah, I feel you. Don't Dookie on stage like Gigi. He did some other things on stage too, with a microphone. His music is actually really good, and he's a kid that grew up just making music. See, it's a lot of different opinions, man. It's a lot of different opinions. But the thing about music, man, is you can just tune it out. You ain't got to watch it. You ain't got to listen to it. You ain't got to do none of that. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Just move on. There's something out there you're going to like. You don't have to go beat up people and chastise people and put them down because they like it. I'm not that kind of person, bro. And my people in here aren't those kind of people. All right. I want you to stay though. I want you to learn a little bit from us. We're people from different backgrounds, all different backgrounds, different ideologies, different politics, different everything. But we come in here and we have a good time because that's what we're doing on this channel. I didn't tell you that. So, I mean, you don't know, but I don't think entertainers should speak about politics. They don't live the normal lives we live. Look, man, it used to be that way. Whoever that was, it used to be that way. Oh, this is a good one right here from Sean Hickey. Bad Bunny's a great American artist. I don't think entertainers should speak about politics. They don't. Yeah, they didn't used to do that. So that's a newer thing. But I also think sometimes you'll have like an artist who hadn't been around in a long time, and they just feel like they need to say something. And I get that. It might not change anybody's opinion, but I get it. Feeling the need right now to step up and say something. I get that. Nothing wrong with that. Who's the one who did it recently that we haven't seen in a long time? Oh, Pretty in Pink. What's her name now? I can't remember her name. The Beastie Boys, Molly Ringwald. Yeah, nobody had seen Molly Ringwald in decades, and here she comes, and it's like she looked great, by the way, but she just felt like she had to do that. Okay, she has a little bit of a platform. She did it. It's not a big deal. If you didn't like it, you didn't like it. You don't have to, make it piss you off that much more so you can walk around a pissed off person. Don't do that. Being a pissed off person sucks. Don't do it. Elvis only received Grammy from his gospel music. That's a great one right there, man. Let me go ahead and give that one let me star that comment because a lot of people don't know that, man. A lot of people don't know that. They think that Elvis had all these Grammy nominations and he didn't. He didn't until he started doing his gospel stuff because of Colonel Tom Parker, that hog, that pig, freaking destroyed his Elvis's life. You know what I mean? It's just disgusting. He made him do all these movies that he didn't want to fucking do because he was rolling in the money. And, Elvis got a little bit of the money too. Elvis shared it with a lot of people. He wasn't good with his money. He shared it. He was a very giving person. So yeah, that Colonel Parker piece of crap, man. If I could ever go back and meet that son of a bitch, I'd have some real things to say to that asshole. Think about what he did. He took one of the greatest living artists of all time, one of the greatest American artists of all time, easily one of the greatest artists in the world, and he restricted him to the United States because he thought he needed to make movies to make money. I'm pissed off. We missed a lot from Elvis because of that asshole. All right, here we go. My question tonight is, what's the best solution to get rid of the immigrants invading our country? What do you think about the invading aliens? I think that we have to go through the process. We have to go through the process, however long it takes. You don't just snatch people up and throw them into a fucking prison. You got to find out who they are. There's a thing called due process, and they're not getting it. So that's the first thing. You know, that's the big thing that so many people think, that all the Democrats are just want immigrants running around in our country. It's not the case, man. Most Americans don't want illegal immigrants here. The problem is, again, Trump thinks he can solve everything with the snap of a finger because he's a fucking child and doesn't understand that things don't work that way. It's going to take many years to get these illegals out of here. That's just what it is. It's going to take many years. So there's your answer to that one, man. I agree. AI overview. Puerto Rico is facing a severe waste management crisis, and roughly 85 to 90% of its 29 landfills operating under their capacity or failing to meet federal EPA standards. Then do something about it, bro. That's an American fucking. That's a part of America. Are you going to sit here and just make fun of it, or are you going to try to reach out a hand and do something productive and help these people? No, you're going to use it to tear them up as a race, as a group of people from that country. You want to lump them all up, dude. They're fucking poor, man. They're poor as dirt. There are plenty of areas over there that are beautiful. That I've visited beautiful areas. So, you know, you talk about the country being trash, and that's cool and everything, but then you need to turn around and fucking say why it's trash. It has a lot to do with the United States of America not fucking helping them at all. Here we go. Tactical renovation, you're backpedaling now. Just apologize. You got no balls. What am I apologizing for? What am I backtracking from? My friend at my school, she's in 6th grade. She killed herself, and her name is Audra. You got to go. You got to go. We're an 18 and up chat. Sorry. Wish I could give you some advice, but you got to get out of here. All right. Tactical renovation, you're backpedaling now. I'm not reading that again. I'm not. They have a trash problem. And Bad Bunny is trash. Can you see me? I feel like you're ignoring my comments. Runner, I'm not ignoring you, bro. I'm just slow as shit on the comments. It seems like there's a lot of them tonight. Holy balls. All right. Look, man, I'm not going to read all these comments, okay? If it was an important comment, go ahead and put it back up, but we got to get started with the game because I'm not going to be here for 4 hours tonight. And he's behind like 10 minutes on comments. No shit. I just saw that. World peace cannot be attained. The reason I am is because I want to give a real response to some of these comments. You know, and I think that I offer a unique perspective there because there's a lot of streamers that won't pay attention to half of their comments. So you shouldn't be complaining about that. It's going to take me a little time, brother. I just took a gummy. I've been busting my ass around here cleaning all day. So yeah, it's take a chill pill. I'll take one too, and we'll get to what we're supposed to get to tonight. Bill Gates was the Democrats' biggest donor, and he's an Epstein file for discussing stuff. I don't give a fuck. I want all of them arrested. I don't give a fuck that Bill Gates was in there. I want every one of them. If you knew anything about it, I want you arrested. You need to be arrested. If you knew anything about it and didn't say anything about it, then yes, you need to go to jail. Absolutely, you should go to jail for that. Go Trump, fuck Biden. No. Okay, I'm going to the bottom. Look at it. Hey guys, everybody, take a look at. He's on my side. Fuck the police. OG, I'm with you. The resources center never available to people. No shit, they're really not, man. They're really not. You got people over here, man. These people over here in Tennessee, man, they are tripping me the fuck out, man. They are talking about they're talking about we're not going to get into that. Fuck that. I'm done with politics, okay? I'm not going to do it. You're not going to get liver cheese fired up. You can get me fired up on this, but you ain't getting me fired up on politics. I did it earlier. I'm not going to do it anymore. Tonight we're talking about music. We're doing a little music trivia. Simple thing. I'm going to ask you a question. First person to answer gets a point. I'm going to put your point up on the board. I'm going to give you an attaboy. The other people in here are going to give you an attaboy, especially if you answer a very difficult question. I expect all my subs and all my viewers to be honest people. So don't have that phone sitting there trying to look these up or anything like that. Let's be fair here. Let's just play a good game, and we'll discuss some of the answers because that's what we do. Obama knew about it. A bunch of left-wing pedophiles. I don't give a fuck who knew about it, dude. If they knew about it and they were at the island and went to the island and didn't rat them out, then yeah, they need to go to jail. I was talking to tactical renovations, not eugenics. I know. It gets tough, man. It gets tough. Sometimes I read your comments and I think you're talking about me, and that's fine. I'm never going to get too twisted, okay? If I get really, really, really twisted, you'll know it. A lot of people in here, they're like, "Oh, Jen, I didn't mean that to you," because we respect each other. We respect each other. If I think that if I think Wolfie thinks that I'm talking about him, and this is the backstory. If you don't know it, hang in there. Then I come out and I tell him, Wolfie, I'm not attacking you because you're a good Christian. I'm attacking TPUSA, who are fucking Nazis. There's a big difference. All right, here we go. And he knows that. He gets a little upset the way I deal with some of the stuff, and I get it. I'm a firebrand. I piss people off. That's why my name's Liver Cheese. You either hate me or you love me. If you've never had liver cheese, you need to go try it. And tell me whether you hate it or you love it, because I think my personality tastes like liver cheese, literally. All right, here we go. I found a game called Mixtape. My nuts are vinegary. That's nice. That's nice, boss. That is, you just got to get in the shower quick. Well, I don't know. They'll keep the vinegar smell for a while, but that's what it means. It means you've been sweating or something, and you, yeah, ladies, if you didn't know, if a guy sweats for too long and he's out and he does something really gross, like scratches his balls or something, it does have a sniff of vinegar for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. It's vinegar balls. We used to have a song about it. I can't read. Tactical renovations is a Trump supporter. Well, that explains a lot. Yeah, here we go, guys. Mixtape. All right, this is a good one. See, these are good, man, because these questions aren't just like, what is what? What is what? So what I said earlier about you cheating on the internet, you're not going to be able to do that with these, because we need the most creative answers. That's what we're looking for with these. We need the most creative answer. Sending love from Sonova Beach. What's up, real term? Made a 41X, I won't vote. No red, blue pills for me. Smart man opening up his eyes. Made a 41X. You need to go ahead and sub in here, brother, because you're what we're looking for. We need people who understand it's not red versus blue. It's 1% versus you. Trademarked. All right, here's the question. Check out what I found today. How cool is that? Anybody know what that is? If you know what that is, if somebody can tell, even though it has nothing to do with music, I did, my man. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, Maida. This thing right here, if you can tell me what this is, and I'm sure I'm going to get some nasty responses, that's okay. I'll laugh at them. There's no way Trump had anything to do with Epstein. All right, here we go. So that's for your ass. Don't lie. I knew that was coming, man. I knew that shit was coming. Somebody earned a bonus point and tell me what this is. Come on, look close at the detail. Look close at the detail. Weird ass can. It's not a candle holder. Not a candle holder. What if I did this? Baltimore's wand. Yes. Who did that? YTP? YTP, I told you. I promised you I was going to give somebody a point if they could do that before we even started playing the game. So you are now officially YPT. And what I'm doing is I'm writing on my my super fantastic board over here, which I'll turn around maybe and show you, so I can keep track of the score here. Maybe we should send the winner something tonight. There's a couple people in here that like ice. All right, here we go, guys. Yes, Baltimore's fine. I'm gonna put this up here so I can see you a little better. I know I'm way down here now, but just bear with me. I thought maybe some kind of weird bone shiv prop, but couldn't figure out why it wasn't pointed. LOL. Cool. It came in a really fancy box too. I pick, so a lot of times I'll find things around the house that I just kind of forgot about. That happens sometimes with pickers. And I found this really cool box, and I was like, "Holy shit, that's going to have something valuable in it." And this was in it, and I looked it up, and it's not valuable. You can get it. I mean, if you buy it at Universal Studios, it's going to cost you $50, but you can get them for $20. It's really cool. I might take it out in public. I'm thinking about just taking it out in public and carrying it with me. And if anybody ever gives me some shit, I'm just going to do that to them. That's actually a good idea for a video. It's a good idea for a video. Oh my God, I want to do these funny videos, man. I really do. It just hadn't come together yet in a way that I can do it. It's starting to, though. So be patient. And I'm gonna be back out there auditing too shortly. Give me 1 second. We're gonna ask the first question. All right, here we go. Question number 1. You can chop up your credit card. You can chop up your credit card and put the chip in the wand. Yeah. Hell yeah. That's a good one. That's a good one. See, that's the kind of critical thinking that I like here, because you guys help me along with my channel, man. Y'all give me ideas on crazy things that I can do. I'm not going to blaze a bowl tonight, man. I'm in Tennessee. I do things legally with gummies. Leftists are so evil. All right, here we go. First question. Now remember, it's not about quickness. It's not about quickness, guys. So don't worry about your 5 seconds, okay? That it takes you. It's more about creativity. All right, guys. Now I've wanted to put a game like this up for a long time in this group because we consider ourselves critical thinkers. Critical thinkers can come up with really funny answers, or really great answers, and they don't have to be funny. But yeah, I'm interested to see how you guys react to this. I will read all the answers as long as you get them in a decent amount of time. All right, here's the first one, okay, guys? It's a situation. You're orbiting space alone, okay? You're orbiting space alone. About to lose contract with Houston for an hour. Okay, so you're orbiting space alone, about to lose contact with Houston for an hour. What song plays as you float through an infinite darkness? So give me the song that will be playing on your spaceship when you lose contact with Houston for an hour. So it could be a song that makes you feel comfortable, or it could be the song that I would think automatically. Third Eye. Space Oddity. Space Oddity, isn't that by is that by Jamiroquai? Comfortably Numb, Pink Floyd. All right, y'all bringing the A game tonight. Machine Gun, Jimi Hendrix, Bowie, but no, I need a song. Give me a specific song. Earth be oh shit! I started singing one. Purple Haze. Hey, it's Freebird. Oh my God, Rocket Man. Oh God, they're all good. They're all good. Nut milk or soy milk. Soy milk. These are good answers, man. I'm gonna go down and read them. Motley Crue, Home Sweet Home. Actually, you would be on the going away from Home Sweet Home. That could be. I mean, you could use that if you thought you were going to die. I think Home Sweet Home, Comfortably Numb is great. Comfortably Numb again. Is it a different person? Nova is the first one that said Comfortably Numb. Bowie, Into the Ever Black, Black Dahlia Murder. Ground Control to Major Tom. Freebird, Rocket Man. Ground Control to Major Tom. Bro Should Win with Rocket Man. Rocket Man, Jetsons theme song. Is There Life on Mars? Jesus Take the Wheel. Lorna Shore, Oblivion. Dreamer, Ozzy. Symphony Number 5 in C major. Let's pause real quick because I got a thing about Ozzy I want to tell you guys. I've listened to Ozzy. I know all his big hits. I'm not like I've never done a real deep dive into Ozzy, but I know his hits and I've seen him in concert. Which, by the way, he was amazing in concert. It was in 2001, I want to say. But yeah, I noticed something interesting about Ozzy the other day that I've never even thought of. You know the song Freebird, or not Freebird, Crazy Train. Have you ever really listened to the lyrics of Crazy Train? I mean, it's completely opposite of what it sounds like. Millions of people who would learn how to love rather than hate. I heard that and I was like, oh shit, Ozzy. I mean, I'm sure I've heard it before, but the song's so frenetic that I don't think I focus on lyrics. And I focused on the lyrics the other day to that, and I'm like, holy shit, Ozzy. Good stuff, man. He was always a great guy. Ozzy's a good guy. Fucked himself up with drugs, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like Ozzy had a good heart. I really do think Ozzy had a good heart. I'm going to give it to, I'm saying to David Bowie, Ground Control to Major Tom. Mort Garrison. Man, y'all are coming with the bullets tonight with all, look at this stuff. Look, man, I'm going to have to make a decision here, and I hate to do it, but hang on, I'm backing up to see who it was. I'm going to give Nova a point. All of them are great answers. All of them are great answers. Nova, I'm going to give you a point with Comfortably Numb. It's one that I hadn't thought of. Now, Ground Control to Major Tom, obviously, yes. that should have been the answer. But tonight, I don't know. Something about Comfortably Numb and Floating in Space. This feels right. Now, what about the other song, man? Why's nobody brought up I gotta play it. Why's nobody brought up 4, 3, 2, 1, Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, waiting. Really? You think that would have been there, right? Steve Miller. Who sings what I just sang? Interstellar. What is the name of it? That's Major Tom, right? It's called Major Tom, but it's not the one y'all are talking about. It's a different song. I just remember that, bro. As old as as old as it's an old song. It's an old song, no doubt. Look at the channel name, bro. Gen Express. Comfortably Numb's an old song too, though. Elvis was the greatest of all time. I just remember that bro is as old as my parents with that. Speaking of old, I got a big day tomorrow. Let's not make a big deal out of it. I'll be double nickels tomorrow, guys. Double nickels. I never thought I'd make it to double nickels, but here we are. Tomorrow, February 17th. So if I do a stream tomorrow and you guys want to pop in and just wish me a happy birthday, it would make me smile. All right. Good stuff. Let's go on to the next one. I love it. I love it. I love it. Be fair with me. I know y'all are gonna get mad at some of my answers. I get it, but I can't make everybody happy. And that's why, and that's what's so great about this group. You know, even people who had a great answer, they'll be willing to admit, okay, that was a good answer. All right, here we go. Next one. Shiny Toy Guns does that version of Major Tom. Thank you, Swan. You're singing Major Tom by Peter Schilling. Yeah, Peter Schilling. Well, they did a version of it though, but Peter Schilling's the one who did it in the 80s. What a song. The countdown's on. I love that as a kid. I love that, and I love like Mr. Roboto. You remember that by Styx? I was at that age where that was so fucking cool and fascinating, that video. I didn't know who Kilroy was. When they said that part, I was like, Mom, who's Kilroy? Dad, who's Kilroy? What's he talking about? All right, here we go. Next question. This is a shorter one. I got a good one. These are great, man. These are great. Kilroy. Wasn't Kilroy just Big Brother? Wasn't it just Big Brother, like the government watching you? Not only was that was the greatest singer performer of all time, he could kick your ass. At the same time, yeah, he was a black belt, wasn't he? I think he was. What the fuck? No more. Or Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto, domo domo. I still don't know who Kilroy is, but I imagine fully a robot Terminator. I think the whole point was he was just kind of Big Brother. He was the government. The government's always watching, you know. I still don't know who Kilroy is. Okay, I thought I didn't read it. Here we go. Next question. What song plays as you run away with the bride of a wedding you just interrupted? Groomsmen and family in hot pursuit. What is going to be your song playing in the background as you steal a bride from her wedding as the groom and the groom's family chases you away? Eighth-degree black belt. All right, we got one. White Wedding. Try this one's. You know, it's a thinker. It's a thinker. Eastbound and Down. That's gonna be tough. White Wedding, Billy Idol. Sounds like a Kill Bill movie. Sounds like a Kill Bill movie. Mrs. Robinson. for whom the bell tolls. LOL. I wouldn't do that. Oh man. Some good answers. I think we're always going to have good answers. You guys are smart. You're not, you know, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Is that a song? I don't know that one. Horrible song, but meets the requirements. Okay. I'll look it up. I don't know enough about it to give you the point there. I think I'm going to have to, let me go back and read these. I got to give it to Joshua. I think Eastbound and Down is hilarious. Joshua, you're on the board, buddy. Some great answers, though. If your answer's terrible, I'm not going to tell you it's terrible. Yeah, I will. I'll tell you if it's terrible. You give love a bad name. That's a good one, too. I would say I don't know. Keep your hands to yourself, maybe. I don't know. White Wedding's good. I don't know. But I like Eastbound and Down. That's probably what I would come up with. By the way, I love that song. I love the remake. There's a remake of it. I find out who it was. Somebody was asking who it was. The Highway Starman or Highway something made a remake of that song that's very good. I think better than the original. Sometimes that happens. Better than the original. Tesla Signs. Tesla Signs is better than the original. I love both of them, but Tesla, something about the way he screamed, "Hey, what gives you the right to put up a sign to keep me out? I want to keep Mother Nature in." If God was here, he'd tell it to your face, man, you're some kind of sinner. Good shit. Signs everywhere, the signs. Fucking up the scenery, breaking my mind. Yeah, there is a remake of the song Eastbound and Down. Not the fantastic show Eastbound and Down. Don't confuse the two. Nah, Pantera's off the list for me. Deep Purple. Here we go. Next one up. Next one up. What song would you flash mob to as a way to impress a first date? Y'all remember flash mobs? I think they still do them. I think up in certain places. I don't know. But what song would you do a flash mob for? What song would you form a flash mob to impress a girl? Hell yeah, Tesla was a great band. Thriller. Yeah, they could work for certain girls, definitely. You know, if you're dating one of those cool goth chicks, they're gonna love that shit. Beat It. I'll give you mine. I'll give you mine. Mine would be it would be in New York. I just picture it in New York because there's a lot of people there who you might be able to get to do that. And it would be when you get caught between the moon and New York City. I know it's crazy, but it's true. Liver Cheese ain't here trying to claim that he can sing Christopher Cross. All right, that ain't happening. I don't dance, so maybe Baby Shark. Walk Like an Egyptian. This is how we do it. That one song from the mid-90s. Beat It. Fog Hat. Ha ha ha. Yeah, got to be a big city. LOL. I'm in New York. Yacht Rock. Love that song. Christopher Cross. Get a brother, get a table dance. Haha, that might be funny to my man. Haha. Your scenery looks cool. Thanks, man. Josh, I'm going to give you that one, man. Not the first one, but the first one you said. I can't remember what it was. Let me go back and rewind it. What the hell am I talking about, man? Yeah, I like that. This is how we do it. I could see you getting a girl with that. I'm going to give Josh that point. That was kind of a tough one. I don't have very many romantics in here, I see. I could be wrong. Maybe we got a lot of romantics. Yeah, Christopher Cross is still alive. He's actually playing at Graceland Soundstage, or he just played. I think he's playing like next month. Apparently, a very good guitarist. I did not know that. I would love to hear him play, and that's a great fact. Thank you for that, Frank Zappa. That's cool. I mean, nobody remembers Prince for being a great guitarist either, and we know he was. But Prince played guitar on a lot of his songs, so I mean, it's if you were paying attention, you knew. Rewind marks one's age. No shit. I was out DJing a gig one night. I used to be a mobile DJ many years ago. A damn good one too, by the way. And I did a lot of fraternity and sorority parties in the SEC in the area around here. But I did a. This was just a. It was just. I guess it was a birthday party for a little rich kid out in Germantown. I'll never forget it, man. I pulled up and saw the house, and I'm like, oh God, this is going to be a nightmare. These little kids are going to be awful. And they were. They were terrible. One of them came over. I had my turntables. I brought my turntables. I had a turntable deck, two of them, Stanton Straight 80s. I didn't really use them very much. I used them for show. I would scratch with them. I'd scratch a little bit, but I wouldn't overthrow the song. I wouldn't overpower the song. I'd do it in the background a little bit. And if people noticed, they noticed. If they didn't, they didn't. But this one kid, it's a true story. I swear to God, man. I look over. I'm over doing something. My turntable's over on the other side. I look over, and there's a fucking kid over at my turntable, a record on the turntable, and he has my $140 Ortofon needle on the record. And he's doing this with it across my record. I went over and I grabbed his hand and I said, what the hell are you doing, man? Oh, I'm sorry. I think I scared him. Oh, I think I'm sorry. I said, first off, two things. Do you have the money to pay for this $140 needle that you just ruined? And do you have another $30 to $35 to pay for my scratch record? Well, yeah, my parents will take care of it. I looked up, I said, what's wrong with you, man? Why would you think? He didn't know what it was. He goes, I didn't know what it was. I was like, all right, I'm going to cut you a little break here, man. You're young enough where you might not know what a turntable is. I'm not sure I 100% believe you. I think you were just being a little prick. But, and the parents did come over and offer to pay, which I turned down because it wasn't much damage, actually. That son of a bitch. Yeah, it's in Baltimore. Oh, no. Okay, that's cool, Tony. I like your 70s Elvis glass. Appreciate it, man. Cool name. I pass by a statue of him almost every day, actually. Yeah, Prince was fantastic on guitar. All right, here we go. Let's get a good one here. Let's get a banger. I feel it's going to be a good one. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. What is the best song or album to listen to while smoking pot? Yeah, it was respectful of the parents to do that, dude. It absolutely was. What is the best song / album to listen to? And that's the reason I didn't push it. You know, the parents were cool. I think I scared the kid a little bit. So problem solved, lesson learned, you know. The best song / album to listen to while smoking pot, or Mary Jane, or marijuana, or the Devil's Lettuce. Purple Haze, Dark Side of the Moon, Up in Smoke, Cheech and Chong, Sweet Leaf, Stargazer. Okay, reason. Pause. Everybody pause for a minute, because I got to ask Reason a question. Reason. Are you talking about a band called Stargazer? Or are you talking about the song Stargazer from Kingdom Come? Because if you have brought up Stargazer from Kingdom Come, I'm going to be very impressed. Anybody else know that song? Soundtrack to The Crow, Grateful Dead, Tool. I met Tommy Chatton in a blues bar in Vancouver. Super nice guy. Nice. Thanks for the story, man. Mary Jane, Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. That's a good one. Live at Pompeii, Pink Floyd. I hope you see this. I truly believe in walking with Jesus Christ. Okay. Tom Petty. The song by Rainbow. Oh, it's a song by Rainbow? Stargazer? It makes me wonder if Illegal Smile by John Prine. It makes me wonder if the Stargazer that Kingdom Come did in 1980, it may have been 90, 91, They had an album. By the way, guys, don't be afraid to go back and discover that old music that you just might have missed. I was right out of high school, and this band Kingdom Come came along, and they had a song called God. What was the name of their big hit? They did have a big hit, but what they were known for is they sounded a lot like Led Zeppelin, a lot like Led Zeppelin. So if you get a chance to go back and listen to any Kingdom Come, look up that song Stargazer. That's a really cool song, and it would be a good song to get high to because it's talking about outer space and the galaxy and talking about some cool stuff. Pass the Dutchie, Angel. Angela, Angel, right? I'm just going to call you Angel, guys. Hold on, let me read this. I'm sorry, but if you get stoned watching Pink Floyd live at Pompeii, that's an incredible experience. I haven't done that to Pink Floyd yet. I want to. I can't. I'm a legal guy. I keep it legal. I can't smoke it here. I can't find it here. That's the real answer. On the left-hand side, Angela, yes. Look, guys, yeah, those were all great answers. They were all great answers, but I'm not going to lie to you, man. Now, Angela came in with a good one. That's funny. That's very funny. I appreciate the humor there. So I'm going to give her, and y'all are slamming your stuff down. Bullshit. I liked it, Angela. They didn't like it, but I liked it. But yeah, it could have been Pink Floyd. Could have been Pink Floyd. It could have been anything Pink Floyd. Could have been Frank Zappa. Could have been any of that. Really, you're just trying to guess what I would guess, right? That's what we're really doing. You're trying to look at me, a stranger you barely know, and try to figure out, well, what would he guess? But I just look for creativity. I look for creativity or something funny. And that was funny. So that's why I gave her that point. I appreciated that. All right, on to the next one. Weird. This is a weird one, guys. Up in Smoke, though it's Cheech and Chong, haha. Yet if we're talking all these songs are great, haha. I'm in Ohio. We got it all day in every smoke shop like it's California. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. I wish I had them around here. I wish I had them around here for a couple of reasons. I wish I had them around here so I could partake, and then I wish I had them around here so I could get banned from their premises by filming them from the sidewalk because they get a lot of people. There's one kid, this one auditor. He started to hit up dispensaries. Now, what a First Amendment auditor does, they sit out on the sidewalk and they film. They can film whatever they see. It's legal. At a dispensary, people are going to come out and they're going to talk to you. Why? I don't know. I mean, they shouldn't be ashamed that they're going into a dispensary. Who cares? All right, here we go. This is a weird one, guys. So just give me your best goofy answer would probably work here. It is, what's the best song to listen to while you're hanging drywall at the new McDonald's? I told you it was a weird one. Best song to hang drywall to at the new McDonald's. I mean, there could be some good ones in there. I've already thought of a couple. Shock the monkey, do 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 do. Shock the monkey. Little Peter Gabriel, I like it. Putting on the Ritz. If you where fashion fits, putting on the Ritz. Didn't they do it a bit with putting on the Ritz in Young Frankenstein or something? I remember a Frankenstein yelling out, "Put on the Ritz" or something. Maybe that's just some weird fever dream I had one time. I don't know. Shock the monkey and putting on the Ritz. I like them both. Anybody else got any? Swan, you still in here? This is fun, Gen X. I appreciate that. Bio teach. Rick. Thanks, man. That means a lot to me. Sometimes I don't know if it is. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it can be, Eat It by Weird Al. The Ramones, because it's a fast beat. Sledgehammer. Think about it. That song would be fun to be putting up a drywall. Hold on. Nova, I like Nova, man. Nova comes back and he lobbies for his answer. That takes a lot, Nova. I respect it. I really do. And you have the best hanging drywall. Yes, I am. Okay, Swan. You have a good day today, Swan? How's the doggies doing? You know what, Nova? I'm going to give you a point on that. I like all of them. I particularly like Sledgehammer for some reason, because that one was, I don't know, seems like it would, go along with them having to do repetitive motions over and over. I'm going to give that one to you, Nova, since you lobbied for it so hard. I like passionate people. Not saying you other guys aren't, but maybe he's just got a quicker typing finger than you do. All right, here we go. All right, Sid, see there, Nova? Somebody's giving you props there. Next question. Hopefully it's not as weird as that one. I would have said probably Money for Nothing. I don't know why. I guess because that video shows them working the whole time. By the way, please go back and watch that atrocious computer animation. It is hard to watch. It's really hard to watch. They put that shit out way before other people tried to do any computer animation. And then Def Leppard put out a song, Let's Get Rocked, which is it's a good song. It's a pop song. But the video, oh my God, they tried to do the same thing. They used computer animation, and it was before Toy Story came out, and you could tell it was before Toy Story came out. It didn't look good. Chicks for Free, yeah. I really enjoyed this Win or Lose. You got a sub from me. Thanks to the dude. Hell yeah, with a name like that, man. Mark Knopfler. It's been beyond busy. Bowser's fine. Being tube and soft fed, but he's doing okay. Odin is great. That's all good stuff. It's good stuff to know. Love knowledge. Aha did it. Aha. That's funny that you were thinking about that, Angela, because I was going to bring that in next, because that was a different type of animation. I don't think it was computer animation. It might have been. I could be wrong, but it aged very well. That video, you can still go back and watch that video. Still looks great. Still looks great with the pencil drawings and everything. Still looks great. So you got to be careful if you're taking on these new technologies. Def Leppard. Go watch that one. That one's funny. All right. Yeah, Take On Me was an amazing video, amazing song, and it's the one song that makes us all feel like complete idiots. You know what I'm talking about. Don't tell me you don't get to that part and try to hit that fucking note. You do. We all do. Hopefully you're by yourself when you do it, because you're not hitting that note. You're not going to hit that note. Remember Paul Abdul's video? Shit my Atari. Yeah, I do remember with they were doing that too with the animation. They had done that way far back, as early as the 60s. Song of the South. That falsetto. Yeah, yeah. when you get to that part, everybody kind of looks around the car and waits for it, and are we all going to try? It's always the best if you have a car full of people and you're all singing it. Just sing it together. We're not going to be able to tell who didn't hit the note because none of you hit the fucking note. The note's impossible to hit. And to anybody who wants to try that in karaoke, don't do that shit. Don't embarrass yourself like that, okay? Scat Cat, yeah. We all want to go Back to the Future. Yeah, no shit. There's a lot of good stuff. With the cat, Opposites Attract, yes. Sounds so good on an amazing stereo system. Yeah, and Def Leppard's one of those bands that, you know, they're still out there doing it, and they're not embarrassing themselves doing it. It's a big difference. You know, you got to know when to say when. David Lee Roth, you got to know. You got to know Motley Crue. I can't think of his name. Lead singer of Motley Crue. Vince Neil. You got to know when to hang it up. John Bon Jovi, it's time to hang it up. Anybody see John Bon Jovi's last concert? He did something to his voice. His voice is not ever going to be the same. Well, I know what he did to his voice. He wasn't really known for hitting high notes, though, was he? Oh, yeah, he was. He had that famous high note in I'll Be There For You. Oh, my God. Let's talk about that. I'll be there for you. These 5 words I swear to you. Decent pop song. You know, you can sing along to it. But it became like a meme because at the end, you're waiting on it. You're waiting on John to hit that fucking note or attempt to hit that note. And it's the worst attempt I think I've ever heard in music of someone hitting a high note is in that song. I'll be there for you. At the end, we all know it's coming. And it's a scream. And it's not even a scream. It's like a yelp kind of. I don't know. I thought a lot less after of John Bon Jovi after hearing him hit that note. I was like, oh no, John. But yeah, he needs to hang it up too, just because his voice is blown out. It's amazing some of the singers that are still fucking around that can still sing their songs that are very high songs. That's the problem, man. When these kids, they come out and they think they can scream their songs. And yeah, you can scream your songs, but when you turn 45, your voice ain't going to be doing that anymore. So, you know, why not make a nice mid-range song? Like a lot of Def Leppard songs. Def Leppard slowed it down though. They slowed their songs down just a little bit, not enough to really notice. But they're still great live. And if you can still be great live at however old they are, I think they're in their 60s now, 62, 63. If you can still sing those songs and you still look good, go out and fucking do it. Even if you don't look good. Speaking of that, Loverboy. Has anybody seen Loverboy lately? Please, as soon as this is over, go look up anything Loverboy 2025 or 2024. You're gonna be pretty shocked at a couple of things. The first thing you're gonna be shocked at is that the lead singer is round now, and that happens, man. That happens. I ain't bagging on him for that. He's accepted it, and he's like, I'm just gonna go out there and fucking play. And I admire that. I admire that in an artist to the highest extent, man. If you're just like Elvis was that way when he died, you know, he was bloated and shit. He's not as big as I remember. I went back and watched the video. He's not as big as I thought he was. But yeah. And then what you'll notice about Loverboy is that you're going to see him when he comes out, and you're going to go, holy hell. I paid for this. Don't worry about it. Let him start singing, because that cat can still hit all of those notes from all of those high-pitched songs. Everybody's working for the weekend. You know, I mean, Well, that's not an example of the highest, but he was up there. He had a lot of really high stuff. And hats off to you, sir, the lead singer. I know his name, it's just not right off the top of my head. For continuing to pursue your passion, even though you don't look like you used to. That's okay. I don't give a shit. Once you open your mouth, if you're hitting those notes, I don't care that you're round, bro. I'm here for it. I'm happy to be hearing what I heard 30, 40 years ago. You know what I mean? I mean, it's impressive. So cut these guys a break if they don't look good. But if they don't sing good, then don't cut them a break because they're just trying to make money. You know, you can't go out there and continue to do it if you sound like shit. If your voice starts sounding bad, you can do it, but you're sullying your reputation. I think every now and then that's what it should be. It should be a thing like every now and then, you know, maybe once every 5-10 years you pop up and everybody's like, oh shit, he's touring. That would be cool. Don Dokken can't do it. Elvis was in the late 70s, dang it. What? Mike Reno, yeah. Black silk shirts and skulls, Frank Zappa. If I missed you guys, I'm really sorry. Another great Canadian band besides Loverboy was Chilliwack. Guitarist and songwriter Bill Henderson was amazing. I'm sure I've heard him. Or was it Chilliwack? Chilliwack, okay. Great name. I love the name. I think it's great. I would think they would be, I don't know. If I heard a band called Chilliwack, I would think it would be, shit. What would that be? Punk, maybe? I don't know. It's hard to pin them down with that name, is what I'm saying. Don Dokken can't do it anymore. Lou Graham is bad now. He used to be great. Yeah. Yeah, it sucks to watch that happen. But you see some people like Elton John, he's called it quits, you know. We'll see if he doesn't pop back up. I'm mad I never got to see Bob Seger. That pisses me off to this day. I keep hoping that he's still going to go out there and maybe have one more tour in him. I just need to see a Bob Seger concert. I feel like, yeah, I can miss a lot of artists. I've missed a lot of artists, but I don't want to miss Bob Seger. How in the hell have I gone 55 years of my life without seeing Bob fucking Seger? Pardon my language. They were an incredible rock pad with incredible harmony, great guitarist, just beautiful songwriting. Now, see, I should have just finished the quote there. I didn't. You explained it to me before I went off on that rant. By the way, that happens a lot in here. Just so you know. D. Snyder isn't well. He quit. Yeah, man. I was upset to see that, man. I was really upset to see that. I didn't like that. That one hurt. Because I was like, oh, cool. D. Snyder's going to go out and do some tours. Could you imagine? My God, man. Hold on. Could you imagine? Give me 1 second. Yeah, could you imagine how big We're Not Gonna Take It would be right now? Why is he not? Why is D. Snyder's people not getting that song out to the people it needs to get to? I'm just saying, man, it's a song, man, and it can apply to anybody. What a great song. You got to think about how your song's going to be looked at 20, 30 years from now. When he wrote We're Not Gonna Take It, it was 30 years from now, people are going to be the exact same way. They shouldn't be, but they're going to be. And you can use it for anything. You could hate a job. We're not gonna. I mean, you could do it for anything. So I'm sure D's still rolling. Got a lot of money coming through, but I would like to see him in concert. As a kid, he scared the shit out of me. He scared the shit out of me as a kid in that video. When he came through that door and he looked all hulking and shit with that red and black on and that hair, he scared the fuck out of me. I was like, holy shit, that's a human? that's 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 not a human. But I love the track. Oh my god! And they had a couple of other ones. I can't remember them right offhand. But yeah, Twisted Sister. Holy shit! I'd love to see them. I hope I hope he's around for a little while. We lost old. Um, I mentioned him last week. We lost the lead singer of Three Doors Down, and whatever you think about that guy and his music, they had a niche. They hit that niche right there, and then they wrote it for a while. I'm here without you, baby. Just still on my lonely mind. I think about you. Or something. And I think about you. I always love that one by them. I'm here without you. I don't think it was one of their biggest hits, but that was my favorite by Three Doors Down. All right. You met the bassist too? Nice. All right. We're going to get back to it. We're going to get back to it right here. Brad, thank you. What was his last name? Arnold? I think it was, and I'm very confused by that because the Brad Arnold that I know from recently is from a weather stream called Ryan Hall, y'all. I'm sure y'all probably seen Ryan Hall. If you haven't discovered Ryan Hall, the next time a bad storm's anywhere around your area, don't turn on the Weather Channel, don't turn on the news, don't turn on any of that. Put it on YouTube. He's going to have a live stream, and it's going to be better than what you see on CNN, the Weather Channel, all of them. Always better. He's usually got 8 people chasing storms, got cameras everywhere, and he's got this incredible young man named Brad Arnold, who they call the Tornado Whisperer, and he can literally 3 minutes before it happens tell you this cell right here is getting ready to drop a tornado. And then the tornado drops, and then sure enough, 3 minutes later, here comes National Weather Service. Late asses. So yeah, these guys are good at what they do. Man, if you think streamers out there aren't going to take over, which they already kind of have in a lot of ways, but Ryan Hall, y'all, is a prime example of what streaming can do. That guy reaches more people on his streams than any of those big networks because they know how damn good he is and he loves what he does. And he's a real person. People like that shit. They want real. And that's why he's up here now. And the network news, when the weather comes around, they say it sounds like a. When I hear a regular weather forecast now, after watching Ryan Hall, it sounds like I'm listening to something in an old folks home. That's no lie. It just sounds so out of date and out of touch, Here's this kid and these guys telling you the exact minute it's going to be coming to you, having pictures of it as it happens, or you could go watch grandma's weather program on the news, or even see the Weather Channel is old fashioned. Everybody's past them. They're past them. People don't need to get hired by those big companies anymore. They don't even need them. They're just going to pass them. Look at all the political streamers now who have millions of subs. I mean, I don't know. We're watching it happen right before our eyes, and I love it. I love that part of YouTube. I don't like the shadow banning, clearly, but there's some great things. All right, we were playing a game. I don't know what the hell happened. Here we go. Okay. What song will you sing? What song will you sing during your voice audition or American Idol? Either or. What would be your song that you would sing to the judges? If you were going to try out for American Idol or The Voice, what's your wheelhouse song? Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics. Nova. While everybody else is writing their answer, I got a question for you. Sweet Dreams by the Eurythmics. You're going to think I'm crazy. You're going to think I'm crazy. Is she saying sweet dreams are made of these? Or is she saying sweet dreams are made of this? Please let me know. Because I've been very confused by most of my life, to be honest. I think I've been singing it the wrong way. You met Jeff Tate? Of this? How was that? Nice? Mean? Indifferent? I would sing It's Me Against Margaret, Ray Stevens. It's me again, Margaret. It's me again, Margaret. I wish I knew more of that, because I think I could pull that one off with my accent. Yeah, they caught him the streak. Yeah, he came out and he wasn't wearing nothing below them clothes. It was I said, Martha, turn your head. Maybe a little bit. I would sing It's Me Again. I'm Ray Stevens. By the way, I met Jeff Tate. Of this. It's such a great song. He's a legend. Listen to Take Hold of the Flame. I will listen to that. Take Hold of the Flame. Should listen to it right now. But we can't. Because Liver Cheese needs a better computer. He needs to grow up and grow his channel. I'm almost to the point where my wife is starting to understand that, yeah, it might be time to get a laptop. She gets it. She understands. She knows that we could have something going here, and I just want to grow it. I just want to grow it because I think it's going to benefit the people more than anything. And sure, if I could make a little bit of money at it, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not fucking. I mean, I know you're not naive, but I'm an honest person. For me, it would be more about reach people. I met my favorite streamer, or one of my favorites. He's my favorite. The Carpetbagger. Anybody know of him? Or Adam the Woo? But I met the Carpetbagger once. He was up in he was going to a ghost hunt. And I knew he was going to a ghost hunt because he had said something about it in one of his videos. Now, the place he was going to the ghost hunt to, we had already been there once, and we did our own ghost hunt. And I was like, well, if let's go meet the Carpetbagger. And my wife's like, okay, and we took some other people and went up and met him. And it was probably 2022 maybe. And I remember the Carpetbagger. I went over to him. He had his pens for sale, and he was sitting there. I gave him something to drink. I gave him a beer or something. I didn't want to bother him, he's like, but I wanted to let him know, and I did. I pulled him to the side. I was like, hey man, Jacob, has anybody ever told you you remind them of Mr. Rogers? And he was like, I've gotten that. And I was like, the fact that you've gotten that is means more than you know. I said, that's high praise, man. I mean, if I could, when I die, if I could be compared to anybody, y'all know it. It's Mr. Rogers. He was the shit. Everything about that man was love. Loved him so much. Thank you, Angela. I appreciate you. Yeah, and I told him, I was like, man, you got me through, during 2020 when we couldn't get out. That's how I got by mentally. I would watch these travel videos, and this guy would still get out and travel and film videos from. That's what he does. He goes to tourist attractions. If you've never seen him, look him up. It's well worth a watch. But anyway, I told him, I I said, man, I just want you to know that after 2020, you helped me tremendously. You don't understand how much you helped me get through all this crap. And you could just see it. You could tell it was like it was a comment that he liked, and I think that he needed to hear, because a lot of times people don't remember that these are real people, and that you watch them for a reason. But treat them like they're normal when you're around them. But if you have those feelings, let somebody know, because if they were important to you, you need to let them know they were important to you. And one day I'm going to make a video with Jacob. If you're out there, Jacob, it's going to happen. Where were we? I got on a few tangents. All right, the score right now, guys, it is YPT. It's probably not here anymore. 1, Nova 2, Joshua 2, Angela 1. I haven't heard from Swan. I don't know where Wolfie is, and I mean, there could be a lot of people in here. I don't know. I'm not looking at the count. I can't see it. Are there like 4 people in here? Somebody give me a number. What's the count look like up there? I can't see it on my phone. And lie to me. Tell me it's like 15. What song plays? All right, here you go. I like this one. 8. Okay, I'll take 8. 10. Cool. I'll take both of those. I didn't pick an answer. Well, shit. What was the question? Hold on. Okay, during your voice audition. All right. Thank you, Angel. That happens sometimes. Let me see. Oh man, I started talking about so much more that I have to scroll way back. Take Hold of the Flame, Have a Cigar, Pink Floyd, LOL, Sweet Dreams, Eurythmics, Frank left. Okay. Jews, got to run, but this is a really cool, fun channel. Nice meeting you guys. Frank's awesome, man. If Frank's going to be back, that's a valued member right there. I'm going to give it to Nova. I'm going to give it to Nova. Just because a lot of you answered, but it was a lot later, and Nova was kind of. I asked, you didn't answer. Wait, did you answer? Is she saying sweet dreams are made of these, or sweet dreams are made of this? Does anybody else know? Put it up there. This. I thought so. I think that halfway through, I don't know, somewhere in my 30s or something, I always sang it this. But then I started to listen to the rhyming of it, and I'm like, well, it should be these, because it's disagree. I thought that would be the rhyme with it. So that's how I got confused. I was like, is she saying these? And then when I listened to it, I'm like, it does kind of sound like she's saying these. Check it out next time, guys. I'll probably fuck the song up for you now. But when you really listen to that part of it, sweet dreams are made of these. She says this, but if you really listen to it, it almost sounds like she says these. And these would make more sense because it rhymes with disagree, kind of. So that's why I was confused by it. All right, here's the next question. Let's go. What song plays as you drive home from that epic all-night party where you killed it with that girl or guy that you've been crushing on all year? Let me redo it because I left that all year part off. What song plays as you drive home from that epic all-night party where you killed it with that guy/girl you've been crushing on all year? Mandela Effect. Yeah, probably is. Same thing with Marilyn Manson's cover. Oh, yeah, he does it too. That's strange. Nova. Rock Me Amadeus. Yeah. Ooh, ooh, rock me Amadeus. Ooh. Rock me Amadeus, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus, Amadeus. It's hard. That's one of those songs that Pour some sugar on me. Pour some, hitting like a bomb, baby, come and get it on. Living like, I don't even know the words. I hear it all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to know the words to it. They have so many other good songs. Up All Night, Sleep All Day, Angela. Sweet Emotion, Angela. I got Sweet Emotion rolling through my head. What a fucking epic song. My God. Man, Aerosmith, those guys, whatever you got to say about them going pop towards the end, it's two of the most classic rock songs, iconic classic rock songs that you could put in anybody's top 5, I think, most of them, or at least top 10. Sweet Emotion and Dream On. I mean, my God, man, those are fantastic songs. I know I sound like a grumpy old man right now, but they don't make them like that anymore, do they? Never gonna give you up. Never gonna make you cry. I got to give it to Nova. I like all those, but Nova, that's a good one. You got a couple of good ones. Y'all, but y'all are all winners in my book. You really are. You really are. I don't say that lightly. I don't misuse that. I had a lady tell me, no, we're not going there. All right, here we go. All right, let's do a couple more, then we'll figure something out. I think it's about time for me to be. I think the better half's gonna be calling any second now. What's the saddest song known to all of man? What's the saddest song known to all of man? You're the G. Aloha Kitty. No, I'm not the G. You're the G. Absolutely. You are. The saddest song known to all of man. Wow. This is a good one. This is a really good one. I want some good answers here, guys. It's too big a question. That's a big question. I've got 2 of them that just pop into my head automatically. I don't know why they do. I don't question it. If something pops in my head, usually it's a good thing. Oh, Landslide. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a rough one. That is a rough one. Wow, With or Without You. With or Without You. I've never been a huge U2 fan. I mean, they're okay. Take My Breath Away. You've been rickrolled. Touch Me, Samantha Fox. I think they were talking about the last ones. Or were they? Take My Breath Away. Wolfie, you talk about this one or the last question? I missed your comment. Landslide, With or Without You. Hello in There by John Prine. That's a good one. If I Saw You in Heaven. I don't think I know that one, Swan. Don't take the Girl by Kenny Chesney. Yeah, no shit. It's almost like Jolene, right? Don't Take the Girl and Jolene are kind of just the same song, but sung from a man and a woman. The two that I've thought of, and I'm not going to include. I mean, y'all all answered, so I'm not going to. The 2 that I've thought of are, well, I've thought of 3 now. Love Hurts by Nazareth. Just the way he sings it, it's a pretty sad song. They're all coming back now. They're all coming back. I've got another one. She's Out of My Life by Michael Jackson, where he cries at the end of the song. That I did that song for Michael Jackson the night he died, the day he died. We had I was hosting karaoke, and we decided everybody who came in, I was like, hey, y'all want to do all Michael Jackson tonight? And everybody, they're all like, hell yeah, let's do all Michael Jackson. And of course, it's difficult. Michael Jackson, it's not easy to sing, man. But She's Out of My Life. I always appreciated the sadness of that song because you can hear it in his voice. You can really hear it, and it's palpable. And the show must go on. Okay. How about Alone Again Naturally? Has anyone ever thought about how sad that song really is? It's supposed to be an uplifting song, but it's so fucking sad because it's just about people that keep leaving, dying. Yeah, I don't. But I like the song. I really like the song. I think it's a cute little pop song. It's not little. It's actually a very long song, and it takes you on quite a journey. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Alone again, naturally. When I was a da 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 ba 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 ba, all over the place. Wow, he's like, man, he's tap dancing with that, isn't he? You don't think about that when you hear that song, but holy shit, he's like, bum, 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 bum. Yeah, he's almost scatting. All right. Tears in Heaven, Eric Clapton, Alone Again from Dokken. Yeah, both of those are fantastic. Tears in Heaven, of course. Yeah, good stuff. But you know, we're still drawn towards our great classic love songs, though. I mean, sad songs. We're still drawn towards them. I mean, oh my God. Any country people in here? If you get there before I do, don't give up on me. I'll meet you when my chores are through. I don't know how long I'll be, but I'm not gonna let you down. Darling, wait and see. So between now and then, until I see you again, I'll be loving you. Love me. That song is the walk by Sawyer Brown, where he's taking his dad to the old folks home. What the fuck, man? As I took this walk, you're walking now, boy. I'm in the wrong key there. Okay, enough about sad songs. Jeez. I'm gonna give you a final question here. I'm gonna have to get off because I got things I got to do. I don't want to. Nobody's mentioned my shirt tonight. Nobody's made fun of my shirt. Really? Relaxing music just in time to make fun of my shirt, brother. Nobody said a word about my shirt. I appreciate that, guys. It means a lot to me. I get a lot of weird looks wearing this shirt around, but you know what? I don't give a damn. I think she's a wonderful artist. I was lucky enough to see her at the Mempho Fest a few years ago, and I just had to see her because I've heard, you won't forget her in concert. And and my wife's not even a huge fan. She had heard maybe 2 songs. She had heard The Story and something else. The Story's an amazing song. But anyway, we went, and I'm telling you, man, it's as close as you can get to sitting in a concert and knowing that you're watching a legend. That's what it felt like. I couldn't. It just her voice, man. It's like birds, fucking birds coming by and floating up in the air, and they're just, everything about it is beautiful. She sings with raw emotion. She sings her heart. And if you can't look at her or watch her or listen to her because she's a lesbian, then that's on you guys. That's okay. But I will tell you, if you ever get a chance and you're not offended by lesbians, then check out Brandi Carlile. Start with The Story. That's the only one you really need to start with. And yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about. Female artist that must be seen live. Amos, remember her? Tori Amos, yeah, yeah, hell yeah, I remember her. Yeah, I could see that too. I could absolutely see you have to see her live. Gen X's was fun, much better than when things get political. Glad you don't block those that have difference of opinions. I try not to, man. I'm not going to lie to you, biotech or bioteach. I try not to, man. They'll tell you. Everybody in here will tell you. I have my days, and it's usually not in here though. If I have my days and it's political, I do that for a reason. I mean, I have strong opinions and values, but I also do want to listen to the other side. I don't want to shut that down because I know that we're a lot alike. I know we are. I absolutely know we are. That's all it is. All right, we're gonna do one question here. Wait, did I? I didn't award a point there, did I? Man, I'm telling you, I'm getting off just in time. Uh, I loved her first by Heartland. Shirt. What the fuck is that? Oh, you're talking about my shirt. Thank you. I needed somebody to tease me about her. Okay. All right. We skip that question. Here we go. Final question. This one's going to be, guys. You got 1 point, 3 point, 2 point, 1 point. I hate to do it, but let's make this last one worth 2 points. 2 points. That way, everybody has a chance to win. What is the last song to play while you're walking in Memphis? Just kidding. Draw another card. What the fuck? What? What? What's happening? You don't believe me, do you? Speaking of Memphis, Memphis is mentioned in more songs, and it's the most mentioned American city in music. Yes, that is a true fact that not many people know. Not just that song. I'm saying it's mentioned a lot in a lot of different songs. All right, here we go. I think that's kind of interesting because I mean we're not a huge city. All right, this is it, guys. Give me a good one. I think it's okay. It's okay a last card to have here. Okay, here it is. Your high school basketball team is about to play in the state championship game as the heavy underdog. What song do you play during warm-ups to pump them up? That's a great one. You go. I mean, it's. No, I know it's a song. I know it's a song, Angela. Oh, are you talking to me or somebody else? Let me see. Bill Street, Walking in Memphis. We are the champions. Wolf and relaxing. Relaxing. You got beat out there by probably a matter of seconds. Hey Mickey. Hey Mickey. Oh Mickey, you're so fine. Oh God, that video. Whew. I think I was 12 when that thing came out. I can't tell you how many times I gotta take this second, okay? I'll turn everything off first. You can hear me. All right. Oh, y'all could hear me, couldn't you? Could y'all hear? You fuckers could hear my whole conversation. Oh Lord. So you know what I'm eating for dinner tonight? I've already had dinner, or I attempted to eat dinner earlier. You nosy sons of bitches. I'm just going to tell you everything now. She's on her way home from work and wants to know if I wanted anything. I kind of feigned interest because I'm just at the beginning stages of my high, which is very stupid. I should plan ahead and tell her hell yes, bring me a basket of stuff. Uh, but I'm not going to do that, and we don't need to spend that money. So I just opted for a burger, and hopefully I told her I loved her. Did I? You nosy sons of bitches. Oh, you couldn't hear anything? Okay. Sorry. All right, we got the beat, and we will rock you. Look, man, it's going to be real hard to. Oh, there's another one, and another one. I didn't see those. It's going to be hard to beat. We are. Here's what I'll tell you though. Okay, I have a slight issue with "We Are the Champions" because "We Are the Champions" is actually the song that you play after you win the championship. So if you're playing that beforehand, then they're kind of like, "What the hell are you doing? We're fixing to get our asses beat." I would go for a Rocky or something like that. Me personally, uh, Eye of the Tiger, great. Hell yeah, Eye of the Tiger, great one. Not saying yours isn't great, Wolfie. But you get what I'm saying, though. That's a you that's what you celebrate with. But it is tied with another song. And actually that other song could be the song to pump them up. That is "We Will Rock You." Aren't they together? Aren't they like a one song? Or did they did that for the radio, right? They put them both as one song. Yeah, but "We Will Rock You" would be the one you'd want them to get pumped up over. And then you'd play "We Are the Champions" after they beat the heavy favorites. Eye of the Tiger. You saw Mark Cohen? Cool, man. "We Will Rock You." He said "We Will Rock You" right there. Right there. Now we have a conundrum. We got the beat. Couldn't hear anything. Didn't hear anything. Is he in trouble? I wasn't in trouble. Burger, good call. No, I was trying to run through what y'all might have heard. It was nothing unusual about the call. It's just a normal call. But if I was like, "Oh, I love him so much, honey," or something like that, yeah, I'd be like, "God damn, what's wrong with him?" uh, you always try to tell your loved ones you love them every time you can because we're not promised tomorrow. I'm not going into some bullshit sappy thing here. Uh, I'm going to give it to. I'm actually going to give it. I'm going to give it to all you guys who said "We Will Rock You" and "We Are the Champions." If you said either of those, I'm going to, on a technicality, tie them together because the version I always heard was on the radio, and that was the one that "We Will Rock You" and then into "We Are the Champions." So, yeah, we're all winners except for relaxing music. No, actually, relaxing guest too, didn't you? Yeah, "We Are the Champions." Nice. How's your day? Relaxing? Did you have a good day, bro? Did you have a good day, man? I want to hear from you. How'd you do? How was your day? How's your cat? We're going to score tonight from. I can't read the last part of it because it's stupid. It's got a weird format here, and the damn things I can't read it. I have a different screen than you guys. I think I do. I don't know. All right. Yeah, relaxing. You doing okay? We got some new blood in here tonight. We got Angela over here. We had a Frank Zappa, and I think we had a couple more jump in too that never played the game. We had a couple of trolls, but one of them actually stuck out to the end, and that's the ultimate for me. To me, when that shit happens, man, that's I mean, being kind's one thing, that being kind's great, but to be able to have someone who will not listen at all to anybody on the other side actually get in here and listen to people with different beliefs, it gives me hope. It really gives me hope. I'm telling you, I think we're going to be okay. I know some days I say we're all going to die, and some days I think we're going to be okay. But it's always we're going to be okay after I have good human moments with other good humans. So usually, if it's well, we're gonna die. It's if I woke up and I went on Facebook and read a bunch of bullshit. Maybe I got banned. Everybody's getting banned off Facebook now. Something's going on with the AI. Something's happening with the AI over there because they're taking people off that mention Pam Bondi and it's weird, man. There's some weird stuff happening. I hate it. I don't like to see it. No one should like to see it because that means they can control what you see, and the only it's just uh I don't know. I just like hanging out with you guys and hopefully you get a little entertainment out of me too. Hopefully. If I'm not your cup of tea, that's cool too. I won't yell at you or be mad at you for that. I'm going to get out of here though. I'm going to go prepare for my burger. How do I prepare for my burger? I'm going to lay on my bed on my ass. I'm going to unbutton my pants. It's not going anywhere dirty. I was talking like an Al Bundy. I don't really have much of a stomach. I think I've gained some weight over the last couple of months, but that's okay. It's nothing real apparent yet. Kind of is up here sometimes. Sometimes I look at myself. I'm like, man, I need to chill out. Uh, but if I showed up here looking like a roly poly, I don't think it's going to matter to you guys. So don't judge me if my weight goes up and down and up and down. I'm always going to have my hair. Hopefully, this is going to get cut eventually, and we'll go from there. I love every one of y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. Thank you for all the new people who came out. Thank you for all the regulars. Wolfie, thank you for being there this morning. You didn't have to be in there, or was it this afternoon you came in? I appreciate you, man. I know you can't be there. I'm popping in a lot, but I'm trying different things. That's just we're trying to get our fingers on the pulse is what we're trying to do. So bear with me while we do that. All right. Love you, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Stay safe and love one another. And CTG out as always. Love you guys.